Hello, my name is Alex Otte, and I'm the National President of Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I'm so thankful to be joining you, even if only virtually, for Mad Mid Atlantic's Candlelight Vigil, and I'm looking forward to a time when we can all be together in person. Tonight, we remember our loved ones lost to the 100% preventable crimes of drunk and drug driving, and those whose lives have been forever changed as a result of someone's choice. I've lost people close to me over the years, but I haven't been exactly where you are. My perspective is different. On July 2nd of 2010, a drunk driver changed my life forever. Until that day, I was a pretty typical 13-year-old girl. My parents were divorced and not often together, but on this day, my mom, dad, 7-year-old brother, and I spent the day at my dad's lake house. We planned to visit another lake for July 4th and wanted to make sure our boat was working properly before we made the trip. It was still daylight when my mom and brother got on our boat to drive it back to our house. I followed behind on a jet ski, just in case they got stuck somewhere. I don't remember what happened next, but my parents will never forget watching a man on a bass boat speeding toward their little girl at more than 60 miles per hour. A blood draw 2.5 hours later revealed that the boat's driver had a BAC several times over the legal limit for driving. The boat hit me from the side, threw me off the jet ski, and landed on top of my body. I spent 3.5 minutes face down in the water. The impact shook my brain so hard inside my head that it started bleeding in 4 places, and doctors couldn't make it stop. In addition to a severe brain injury, the impact broke my jaw, neck, and collarbone, lacerated my liver, and shattered both my femurs. When the boat came down on top of me, the propeller landed on my legs. My right leg was severed below the knee. My mom, a former trauma nurse, had never seen anyone as badly injured as I was survive, and when the helicopter airlifted me from the lake, she and my dad did not expect to see me alive again. Over the next 7 days, I underwent 8 emergency surgeries. I spent a week in a coma and more than a month in hospitals. I spent 6 weeks in a neck brace and 3 months in a wheelchair. I had to relearn how to read, write, and walk, and to no fault of my own, this was my new life. But the woman that little girl would have grown up to be was gone, and the life she had was over. Others of you who have suffered injuries because of someone's choice to drink and drive will know what I mean. It's difficult to articulate the trauma that comes with living your life as a victim of someone else's preventable crime, but even more difficult to explain the devastation that comes with the realization that it's still happening, and it's still happening to other people. The theme of tonight's event is red poppies, a sign of remembrance and hope for a peaceful future. I will never be able to say that things get better with time because I'm not sure that that's been true for me. But I can tell you that things get different. For those of you who are early in your grief, I want to thank you. Thank you for your courage to be here with us. Thank you for sharing your memories and your stories. For all of you here today, thank you for honoring your loved ones and your stories. I'm so very sorry for the circumstances that have brought us together, but I'm so thankful that you found yourself at MAD. While our stories are so very different, we share the burden of grief with each other as we love and honor those we have lost and support those who are still here with us. I want to remind you that although we are together in our grief, we are also together in our joy, as we remember the happy times spent with our loved ones and the memories of life before a drunk driver irrevocably changed us. I also want to encourage you. Please know that your loved one and your story will not be forgotten, not by you or by MAD or by me. It is my true honor and privilege to hear your stories, to get to know your loved ones through you, and to carry them in my heart as we fight to see a day when there are no more stories like ours. Thank you so much for being here.